It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. Be a good time, gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen. Shout for the Trucker John Livestream, on a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John Livestream, come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time. The Trucker John Livestream is gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest brother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing.
It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen. It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John Livestream. Come on for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch him out, he's heading south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John.
All right. So I get ready, get a little water in me. We might be here a while. I don't know. But anyhow, guys, hey, guys, thanks for being here. I just thought I would just jump on to the internets since Hal's off today. I thought I would take this time slot for those of us who like to hang out during this time slot on the internets. So what the heck? And I got a little thing here posted. You know, I posted this before, just in case people are wondering, you know, what's Joe Biden all about? What's he running on? There's a little comprehensive list there for his 2025 budget. Taxes the rich and corporations to invest in working families. Anyhow, but let's go ahead and check out the chat. We got ask number one. Number one in the chat and number one in our hearts. Thanks, Ask. Good to see you here. My name is Kevin Anderson is here. Aaron West is in the driver's lounge. We got, hey, Brianna Swift. I used to drive for Swift. So, you know, there you go. Bonnie Thompson here. MJ Daniel saying hi. Carrie C is here. Jeannie is here. We got MJ Daniel saying, I want President Biden to say at least once in the debate, Donald, you sucked as president, or something like that. Yeah, I wonder how that would go over. Hey, Nick Rich 56 is here. Like number 17. Good day. Good day to you. Good day, all. It's been nice, peaceful. By the way, it's been a nice, peaceful, quiet day. No jackhammers. Not even very many airplanes, I've noticed, which is kind of weird. No fighting neighbors. No, none of that. It's been a very quiet day. I think it's just so hot that no one's doing anything. Because it is here at 3:10 in the afternoon in the Pacific time zone. We are at 108 degrees. And I believe that was probably our high. Our projected high. So we were there at 108. But hey, what are you gonna do? We're in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Well, that's the way it's gonna be. That's the way it goes. 108 degrees, and I'm just sitting here in front of the AC. I have this off now for the show, but believe me, it's been cranking all day. Keith Polite is in the chat and says and has this to say. I hope Biden triggers Trump to flip out during the debate. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it all turns out. And Trump he'll flip out. He'll make a fool out of himself, I think. Nick Rich says it's been a quiet day there also. Should I shrink this down a little bit? I don't know, it just seems a little excessive. Maybe make it more in line with that, maybe. I don't know. Ask says, some folks are saying Trumpy has ADHD now. Oh, now all of a sudden he's got ADHD. Now. Hey, Tim Nelson. Tim Nelson is here. We got one of our Tims playing with the emojis. It's good to see you, Tim. Bonnie Thompson says, it's always a good day when the neighbors aren't fighting and drive-bys don't happen. Yes, that's a good day. Midas Kevin says, John, how do you think it would bowl over if he came out and said, Donald, you Nimrod? I don't know. I'd be funny. I think it'd be funny. Philly 3000's here. Good to see Philly 3000 in the driver's lounge here. You want to flip Trump out? Just say, hey, Trump, There's a shark behind you and watch him look for it. That's funny. 56 Nick Rich says, I'm thinking that Donnie is going to pull a sympathy stunt. His arm in a sling, maybe. I don't know about that, but who knows, right? MJ Daniel says, right around 70 here, just right. I am just about to go put some food out for the birds and the squirrels. I can just picture the birds and the squirrels. They're out there, they're like tapping their little watches. They're like, where is he? Where's the food? He's always here at this time. So yeah, don't keep him waiting. You don't like my music? Is in the chat. Welcome. Says the Biden campaign should buy the rights to the Jaws theme. Yeah, or maybe Spielberg could donate them, or whoever. Maybe Spielberg doesn't own the rights. I don't know who. Probably Universal or somebody, huh? But yeah, I mean, the Biden campaign has got quadrillions of dollars, so they could buy it. But yeah, that would be funny. Like, do or you know how it does go, da-da. Well, you know how it goes. Big Hook. It's What the Fuck Wednesday. Trucker John to the rescue. I just do my part. I'm just doing my part, man. Every little bit helps. Yeah, I figured, hey, Hal's not on today, so why not Trucker John? Why not Trucker John? I ask myself that every day. Fancy's here. Never fear. We got Fancy here. Hello, Fancy. Good to see Fancy. Minus Kevin says Fancy. Ask says, my midnight flying squirrels are like clockwork. MJ Daniel, MAGA is already making out a list of excuses for President Biden, making DJT look like the fool he is. They've always got excuses, don't they? They always do. Don O'Leary, John Williams. Yeah, I don't know if he owned it. I mean, he wrote it, right? So he probably owns the rights. But who knows with these contracts? If they, if they sign over the rights, maybe Universal or whatever, whoever made Jaws, yeah. But you're probably right. It's probably John Williams. Hey, Nevets Forever says, was the Jaws theme written by John Williams? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was. So I guess he would have the rights. Philly 2000, or somebody give Biden a rubber shark league so he can toss it at Trump. Those are all hilarious. You guys are putting these hilarious images in my head. Walter Makarovich is here. Thanks, Walter, for showing up. Says, pleasant surprise. Good afternoon, Trucker John, and to all in the Truckers Lounge. We're in the Truckers Lounge now. We're in the Truckers Lounge. I wonder if I can find my Truckers Lounge picture. Just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. I wonder if do I have it available? There's so much stuff on here. Let's see here. I do have a Truckers Lounge photograph of a real Truckers Lounge door, but I don't see it now. But I do have this important message about safety. Guys, want to watch this? From about 1990, I think it was. Let's see.
Hi, I'm John Fowler, and today I'm here with the BB. This is our #1 safety hazard. Now, you've all had talks and demonstrations about the BB, but I just want to go over it one more time with you real fast. So here goes. First, you always check your safety hooks. Make sure you got your S-hooks. Check for your latches. Make sure they're in working order. Make sure you have 3 speed. The shelf is up. Always use a PVC pipe. check your brake, and pull from the front so you don't run over your toes. If you think you won't get killed by a bonus build.
Yeah. So, you guys, I'd want you guys to be, very careful. Don't get killed by a bonus build. All right? That was from my old post office days. We made a little safety film. I was trying to find my driver's lounge photo, but I can't find it because we're always talking about the driver's lounge, and I thought I'd put that up, but maybe not. Not today. Not today. But there is, here's a while back, I was playing with the AI stuff, and I just put in there like, Trucker John, I don't know, what, or something, I don't know, or Trucker Jesus. Here's Trucker Jesus. I'm just decorating. I'm just decorating right now. Anyhow, so here we got Philly 3000, Big Hook. Michael McAndrews is here. Life goes on. Life goes on. Seha's here. Don O'Leary, yeah, I saw. Okay, Don. We saw Don and Bonnie and Fancy. Neves. Is he preparing the prison cell from dump? Big Hook. Oh, the younger version of Trucker John. Yeah. You don't like my music? Says the only better film scorer than John Williams, in my opinion, is John Vangelis. Blade Runner, Chariots of Fire, The Bounty, etc., etc., etc. Walter Makarovich says, "Hey, Trucker John, did you see the Florida MAGA lunatic? He said him and Trump will do away with the law that they can just hold you in jail indefinitely without seeing a judge." I did not see that. But I thought that was already against the law. You can only hold someone for 72 hours or something like that, right? With that, unless they formally charge you, I thought. Philly 3000, I'm really surprised, John, you don't know Joe Cohen. He was the owner of the International Overseas Shipping Company in the 70s. Why would you be surprised that I don't know someone who owns some company from the 70s? MJ Daniels, soundtrack of the Lord of the Rings. And who said I don't know him? Maybe I do know him. MJ Daniels says, soundtrack of the Lord of the Rings movies was really good. Yeah, I just remember listening to watching the movie, and yeah, I think it was good. I never, bought the soundtrack separately and listened to it, but yeah, I think it was good. Big Hook says, yeah, sadly, Evangelis succumbed to COVID. Oh, wow. Now that does suck, and that's sad. Nick Rich is out there saying, no-fault divorce is a crime against women. No-fault divorce is a crime against women. No-fault divorce. No-fault divorce is a good thing. Because before that, it was like women had to be stuck in really abusive marriages. Probably it was really hard to get out of them. Now they can just say, "Hey, fuck you, asshole! I'm gone." So I think no-fault divorces are a good thing, Nick. Unless I'm misunderstanding something here. Philly 3000 says Lord of the Rings is on YouTube. In case you didn't know. No. I've seen it, so I don't need to watch it again. But Keep Elite. Trent Reznor has some good soundtracks. Yeah, I like Trent. He came from the alt rock scene, right? 9 Inch Nails and all that. And then went on to be a really good, I think a really good, I guess what do you call it, composer of soundtracks. Him and Danny Elfman or whatever, both coming from, more like pop music, rock, alternate rock, whatever you call it, and becoming really good, I think, at making movie soundtracks and score. I guess you call it scoring a movie. MJ, or you don't have a music, said something there, and then it scrolled up. Let's see, MJ Daniel, Hans Zimmer, he's another big one. Hans Zimmer, yeah, Zimmer's good. MJ Daniels, Zimmer scored Dune movies, I think. Zimmer's scored a bunch of movies. Hey, there was something flying by me just now. Philly 3000 Sting was great in the movie Dune. Okay, if you say so. I never saw it. Mish is here. Hey, Mish. Good to see Mish. Is that OG Mish? Or is that Deanna, a.k.a. Mish 2, or whatever? I believe that was the OG Mish there. Minus Kevin says, MJ Daniels, I liked Into the West by Annie Lennox. All right, we're getting into some movie topics here. Or, I mean, movie music, whatever. Ash says, conservative U.S. lawmakers are pushing for an end to no-fault divorce. Republicans in Louisiana, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and Texas have discussed eliminating or restricting such cases. Yeah, because they don't want. They want the power. They don't like women having any type of freedom. It's all about taking away freedoms, and they're going to take away as many freedoms as they can from as many groups as they can. And by they, I mean basically Republicans. MJ Daniel says 1984 Lynch Dune was kind of fun but weird. The newest two are really good. And those I think are available on streaming now, the new ones, the new Dunes. And I never did see them in the theaters. And everyone raves about them, so I need to sit down, block out a few hours of my time as I'm, because I'm so busy here sitting in front of my air conditioning. I should probably check out the new Dunes, I suppose. Michael McAndrew says H-Gal will not be on tonight. I think you meant Hal. I'm like H-Gal. I'm trying to think who's H-Gal? Is that someone I don't know? Yeah, we know he's Michael. Yeah, Hal is usually in this time slot, and yeah, he's not on. That's why I jumped in. I thought I'm going to be a little, time slot whore. I guess I don't know. But yeah, Hal's not on. He's I think he's doing Flappers tonight or something. His comedy bits, comedy show. So he's getting ready for that, prepping for that, and he might be that might be on Patreon. I'm not sure his Flappers deal, but no the regular show today. So that's why I jumped in, and so we could just gather and meet and have fun. I don't know. Nick Rich says women get no rights when finding fault in the marriage in the latest proposals. Yeah, that's why it sucks. That's why it's horrible. Robert Perez says, howdy, Johnny, and all the beautiful trucklers out and about. Well, howdy back at you, Robert. Good to see Robert Perez. Thanks for being here. You guys make sure you hit that thumbs up for me and the like button. That is the thumbs up is the like button. I'm so stupid. But the subscribe button, and I know you guys are all subscribers, but share the show out. Let's get us up to 2 million subscribers ASAP. Surrender Monkey from the other side of the pond, as we like to say. Surrender Monkey's here. I've slept through the Lord of the Rings 3 times. Once at the cinema and twice at home, not trying again. Well, Swindler Monkey, you've just made yourself an enemy of this chat room, I'm sure. Because there's a lot of Lord of the Ring fans in this chat room, I bet you. I like the movies. Hey, there's Teresa Tack, formerly known as Teresa TK, or no, formerly known as Hugger Greeter TK. But hey, there we are. Teresa's here. Good to see you, Teresa. Or I'm not sure. Should I call you Greeter? Hugger Greeter? Because we used to call you Teresa, like you'd be like Hugger Greeter TK, and we'd all go, that's Teresa. Now you're saying it's Teresa, so now I should go, that's Hugger Greeter. I don't know. But hey, anyhow, no matter what form you take in your name, glad to see you. Very glad to see you. MJ Daniel says, Oingo Boingo was in a Rodney Dangerfield movie. I think I remember that. I can't remember what movie that was. Was it like Back to School or something like that? Michael Greg Andrews says, hi, Teresa. Hey, there's Loki48209. I don't believe I've ever seen you in the chat before. Just want to say hi and welcome, and welcome to the chat. It says they want to suspend habeas corpus in order to lock up anyone who is a troublemaker. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Loki. I was thinking about habeas corpus and how you can't just lock someone up forever without charging them. That was sort of like the whole thing about Gitmo, right? Because they were kind of violating that. But they were doing that because Gitmo is basically in Cuba, right, or whatever the fuck, and so they were using all kinds of loopholes, and like these are terrorists, they're not American citizens, all that kind of stuff. So they were using those type of excuses. Robert Perez, Danny Elfman was a contestant on the Gong Show. Wow, I didn't know that. I never knew it. And I used to watch the Gong Show all the time. Thought it was quite funny and entertaining. You don't like my music, says. Danny Elfman is, of course, most famous for the Simpsons theme. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kimchi. Hey, Kimchi's here. Says, yo, beautiful mutter trucklers. Hi, Trucker John. Thanks for the stream. And where do I get that graphic, please? Oh, the Biden one? I just stole it from somebody, I think, on Threads, or I get a lot of mine from Threads because a lot of people post really good graphics and stuff. So most of mine, I just save them from there. I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if I'm breaking some sort of taboo thing, but I just take it from other people because I'm like, hey, we should share this message. MJ Daniels says back to school, where he does the triple Lindy dive. Yeah, I still remember that. Was Kennison in that one too, or something? Kimchi says, hugs, dear Mish. I may or may not be stalking you. Kimchi is saying hello. I'm just looking at the chats here. Just looking at the chats, looking to see what you guys are doing. Everyone is greeting one another very nicely. Very nicely. You're all very nicely saying hello to each other. It's very nice. Very, very nice. You don't like my music. The Hobbit is boring, but not The Lord of the Rings. I kind of like them all. I don't know. But I'm not such a big fan that I watch them over and over again. Like I've seen them all once, I think. I don't know, maybe twice. Maybe some of the Lord of the Rings ones. Maybe I've seen them twice, maybe. But I don't sit and watch them over and over and over and over again. Serena Monkey says, okay, I was trying to be the first person on the planet to get a trophy on a PS5 game, but I already did it on PS4. version, so I guess I can let a few slide. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not a gamer. I know what PlayStation is, but I don't know what you're talking about. Game, like winning something, and then you didn't win it, and whatever. But hey, it's cool. Hey, there's Hugger Greeter TK. Oh, we've got Hugger Greeter TK, and we had the Teresa Tack. Like I said, whatever form you take, always good to see you. Philly 2000, I haven't seen either. Well, they're a good show. They're good movies. I like the movie. I like them. I got nothing against them. I'm just not, like, I just don't watch them like a million times. That's all. Ask says 35 watching, 1 like. Me. Well, actually, we got 38 likes. Thanks, guys, thanks for hitting that like button. It really does help to get the show out. Because who in their right mind would miss all this? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Come and get you a piece of this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing now. Let's see. Midas Kevin says, Golem, where is the precious? Where is it? My precious. Hugger Greeter says, Teresa or Greeter is just fine, everyone. Just don't call me late for dinner. Bonnie Thompson says, I'm sorry, I always think of face huggers from Aliens when I see Hugger Greeter. Oh, yeah. I can see that. Keith Polite says, I hope the debate moderators take no shit from Trump tomorrow night. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I hope the whole, like, muting the microphones and all that kind of shit works so that Joe Biden can get his points out across. And, but yeah, I hope they have good fact checkers, and I hope that they will fact check, both Trump and Biden. But right there on the spot, they need to do the fact checking as fast as possible and call them on their bullshit. And here's what's going to happen. Trump is going to be lying his ass off like he always does, and they would take the whole show fact checking him. So they're probably going to be selective in what they would push back on, because otherwise it'll just take the whole show. And Biden, he might get a couple things kind of off or wrong, or maybe he just didn't. He might have to just explain, like, no, this is what this is what I meant, or you know what I mean. Because Biden doesn't really lie, but he has said things where he didn't fully explain. You know what I mean? So he might have to go and just fully explain a couple points here and there. You don't like my music, says Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings after witnessing the horrors is kind of a hard word of World War I. J.R.R. Tolkien. He's got 2 R's in that. He's got 2 middle names, apparently. Fancy, where is everyone planning to watch the debate? That's a good question. Maybe over at Liberal Dan. Isn't Liberal Dan doing it? I suggest everyone go to Liberal Dan channel, YouTube channel, and because I think he's going to have it playing. So check out Liberal Dan. And he's on tonight in a few hours, and he'll probably be talking about it more too. So go check out Liberal Dan tonight, and you can ask him in the chat about his plans for showing the debate. I think he said he was going to show it stream it on his channel. But go ahead and check out Liberal Dan tonight, and you can verify that or confirm that or whatever. What is the difference between verify and confirm? Because I've always used them sort of synonymously. But there might be a difference. Huh? Might be just a subtle difference in those things. Michael McAndrew says, my real name is Eichenboop Linnybor. I prefer people calling me Michael, though. That's funny. Philly 3000, where else but Hal? Well, Hal is going to do an after. I think he's going to do an after debate show. Right? Isn't that what he said? And you can watch Hal tomorrow in the morning show. Wait, tomorrow's Thursday. There's no morning show. There's going to be me. There's going to be a Drunker John morning show. So you might have to ask me tomorrow. I don't. But I think Hal said that he was going to. My understanding is that Hal was going to come on after the debate, and then do his thing where he'll play some clips or he'll talk about it or whatever. I think. Now I might be wrong, and if there's anybody else can clarify this. So I was thinking what I would do is I would watch Liberal Dan's stream of it, and then afterwards go over to Hal and watch Hal do his sort of, his thing that he does. But if you guys know more than me on that, then or whatever, then clarify it. If you guys can offer some clarification on that. Klaatu Barado Nitku is here. Good to see you. I'll just call you Klaatu for short, if you don't mind. What are the rules at debate? I don't know, but I mean, I know that they're going to have them kind of separated, and they're going to have where when the other person's not being asked the question or whatever, they're going to mute their mic so that the other person can talk without being interrupted. That type of a thing. Other than that, I don't know any other rules. I mean, I guess Trump was saying like he wouldn't do it unless Biden takes a drug test, and then Biden was like, okay, well then you have to take one. I don't know if that was all hammered out or if that's all really going to happen. Are they really taking drug tests? So, yeah, I don't have a rundown of all the rules, which is a good question, though. I should probably find them and post them. Minus Kevin Anderson says, Michael, I don't think I can say I can boop all the time. I can boop. Michael McAndrews, my mom's maiden name was Riley Street. I don't know, somewhere in Walnut Creek. Philly 3000 wants to see a steel cage match between Trump and Biden. Ask says, during their presidencies, Abraham Lincoln and George W. Bush both suspended the writ of habeas corpus. One was during a civil war, and the other was just for who knows what. I guess that was for 9/11, right? Maybe. Huggard Reader says, Michael McAndrews, my mom's maiden name was Zafino, Italian. My last name used to be Cressy. All right, I guess we're doing some genealogy or whatever. Klaatu Barado Nico says, Trump might bail on debate, stating CNN will not be fair. Biden is waiting on Trump to talk about the border. That ought to be an easy kill. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I remember everyone was saying Trump's not even going to show. Trump's not even going to show. Now we're kind of acting like it's a done deal that he is going to show, but we still don't even know if he's going to show. If he might pull some last second thing, but I don't think he will, because if he did that, what if Trump all of a sudden said, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to go, and then CNN or whoever, they've already blocked out the time. So why not just let Joe go, and Jake Tapper can ask him all the questions, and then Joe Biden gets an hour or however long, or 2 hours, however long this debate was scheduled for, and he can just take his sweet old time and he can answer every question. So I think if Trump bails out, I think CNN should still do it, still hold it, still cover it, and just ask Joe Biden all the questions they were going to ask, and Joe can just have 2 hours of great publicity, getting his message out, you know. Fancy says, yes, the Habit was very good hamburger, better than In-N-Out. I made a video. Oh, so Fancy went to the Habit. All right. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. And Fancy says it is better than In-N-Out. Wow. I mean, I don't know if you guys know how hard that is. Fancy, I know you're in California. I don't know if you were born and raised in California. I was born and raised in California. Maybe not the best part of California, but nevertheless, California. And I've been eating In-N-Out since forever. And, you know, it's just like one of those things. It's like the people in Texas, they all rave about Whataburger, which I think is okay. It's a good burger, but it's not as good as In-N-Out. And I've defended In-N-Out like my whole life, or whatever. So for me to go out and say my Habit is better, that's a really big fucking deal. That's a big fucking deal. So and now Fancy's right there with me on that. So I'm gonna check out your video. I didn't see it. I didn't, but I'm gonna go check out your video right after I'm done here. I just looked out the window. It's still pretty bright outside, but I don't know, for some reason it seems dark, but it's not. I mean, it's not. Ass says 39 likes. And I look over, we got 47 likes, you guys. 47 watching, 47 likes, 48 likes. All right, guys, thanks for those likes. Let's keep those likes coming. I like it when I get likes. You don't like my music says Tolkien's ring was a metaphor for power. Even the lowliest, most humble of hobbits couldn't resist its temptation. All right. Walter Makarovich says the problem with that it's fake news to MAGA. I think MAGA, you know, I was going to say they're a hopeless cause, but I don't know. Some of them are kind of peeling away, I think. But, you know, they don't represent America, though. They're a small but very vocal group, and they get really boosted by, you know, Fox News and Newsmax and right-wing media, especially. And then the mainstream media itself doesn't really help matters all that much, because they just love, you know, the spectacle of it. Donald Larry says, I heard CNN wasn't going to fact check during the debate. Midas Kevin says, Trump, where are all the flying turkeys? Somebody told me there would be flying turkeys here. Is that what they told Trump? Philly 3000, right now I'm watching Jurassic Island. Hugger Grader says, sorry, I do not even trust CNN or MSNBC News. Well, it depends. If they're just doing straight news stories, I would trust them. If they're doing opinion shows, then they're opinion shows, and opinion shows are opinion shows. Michael McAndrew says, oh yeah, I will check out Hal and Boston Brian. Yeah, that's right. Boston Brian was going to do coverage also. So we got some choices. You got Liberal Dan, you got Boston Brian, and I believe Hal is doing an after debate show. Or he might have, because remember he was saying, like, because even Hal said something, because somebody said Boston Brian was doing the show, and because Hal said he didn't want to talk over the debate. So, you know, and then someone said Boston Brian was doing it, and then Hal said, yeah, Boston Brian will do it, and Boston doesn't mind talking over whatever. He made that comment. So anyhow, yeah, you got Liberal Dan, Boston Brian, and I'm pretty sure Hal is going to come on after the debate. No, I don't think he's going to have anything running during the debate. The debate. Hey, Nolan Workman's here. Good to see Nolan. Nolan says CNN is not going to fact check. Okay, so they're not going to fact check. So, you know, they should though. But, or at least if it's something blatant, and Jake Tapper isn't Jake Tapper the dude that's doing it? if there's some sort of blatant lie or blatant falsehood that either one of them says, but we know it's going to be Trump more than Biden. Then I would hope Tapper or whoever's in there would push back and say no, that's not even true. That's not even true. That's not I hope they push back on them. Mozart says, I can confirm that the definition of verify is the same as to confirm. Alrighty. That's funny. Surrender Monkey, I'm going to watch it in my living room like a normal person. There you go. You just go be normal then. Surrender Monkey. You be your just normal English dude. You don't like my music says, whenever I hear the name Hal, I still think of 2001, A Space Odyssey. Nick Ridge says, Hal said exactly that, John. Thumbs up. There we go. Wait. Right there. There. No, there. There you go. There we go. There. That's the good picture right there. I don't know. Big Hook says, Boston Brian is covering it live and Hal is doing a full review with commentary, fact checking, which is going to be after the debate. Michael McAndrews says, rules, no spitting, no ketchup, no hitting. Yeah, no ketchup throwing. Keep the ketchup packets away or ketchup bottles away from Trump. There will be no ketchup on set. Michael McAndrews, no farting. We'll see about that. Wouldn't it be something if Trump started falling asleep? He started dozing off on his old dais. And then he started farting and shitting. That's what I'm tuned in for. Mozart says, there will be a dome, let's call it a Thunderdome, and 2 men will enter, whilst only one will leave. Walter Makarovich says, what's up with all this ice cream being recalled, including Hershey's? I don't know, Walter Makarovich. This is the first time hearing of it. Gerald Moraine, fart chilled. Hey Gerald, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm not sure if I've seen you in here before, so just want to say hi and thanks. Make sure you hit that like button for me. That would be the thumbs up. There we go. Take a pic. That's what you guys have to take a screenshot of that. Philly said 3000 says no. He's doing live and talking after. Oh, we've got controversy. We have controversy. Well, we'll figure it out. Well, there's plenty of time to figure it out. And we have plenty of choices. You can watch it on your broadcast news is probably covering it. CNN's covering it. Probably all kinds of places on YouTube's, Pac-Man and all those guys. But whether it's Hal or Boston Brian or Liberal Dan, all a lot of good places there, I guess. You don't like my music says Hal only turns on the crew. Oh, you're talking about Space Odyssey. Okay. We know about it. We've all seen the movie. Amazar, where do you all get the habit? I thought that was local to my Southern California town. No, they're all over the place. Apparently they even have it in Virginia now. Because Kim Chi was just saying that they have one by her where she lives. Yeah, they've gone nationwide. They're bad, and I mean bad like as in good. Fancy. I was born and raised in California. Well, there you go. So you know what I'm talking about this sort of almost religious fanaticism about In-N-Out, and I love In-N-Out. Don't get me wrong. I've always loved In-N-Out, and I've always defended In-N-Out as being better than White Castle, better than Whataburger. Of course, better than, anything else. McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King. But I'm just saying, I think the habit is better. Double char. Did you get double char or did you go single, Fancy? Denise Wilkins is here, says, okay, I'm sorry I'm late. Hey, John, how are you today? Hello, chatters. Hey, better late than never, Denise. That's what I always say. That's what my dad used to always tell me. Better late than never. We're just glad you're here. Thanks for being here and hanging out in the Truckers Lounge with us. Mozart habit greater than In-N-Out, no question. Well, there you go. A lot of people disagree, though. They just will not even be open to the suggestion that there's something better. Michael McAndrews, I was born in California in 1957. Alrighty, so we got some Californians in this here chat room. Hugger Greeter, I love the last time Biden and Trump debated. Biden told him off. Told Trump off, told him, will you just shut up, or something like that. Yeah, I think so. I remember that. And a lot of people are tuning in to see if there's going to be another moment like that. Mozart, I'm in Santa Barbara. I think they have it. Yeah, I think it did start in Santa Barbara. I think it was Santa Barbara. That's where they started, but now they're nationwide now. Apparently. I know they got a bunch of them out here in the Las Vegas area. Fancy gifted a Trucker John membership. Thank you, Fancy, so much. That is always fun and nice. Nice of you to do that. So, and Donald Leary got it. Look at there. Robert Perez, am I sporting a mullet? I am getting a little shaggy back there, aren't I? Not really a mullet, unless being bald on top counts as a mullet. I'm getting pretty thin up here. I mean, I still have hair up there, but it's getting a little thin. But yeah, I am in need of a haircut. It's been about 6 months, so I probably should get a little trim. Mozart, how can they not fact check during the debate? Well, I mean, there's like an official fact check, you know what I mean? And then there's like pushing back. I imagine there'll be some pushback. But as far as like actually, putting some sort of graphic or something where they just do a live fact check, which I thought I've seen that before on something. I guess they're, not going to do that. Hey, there's Arizona Sunflowers. Arizona Sunflowers, I see you. I am acknowledging you. I want to say hello. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. And Arizona Sunflower says, Hal was too tired to make sense today. He looked pretty beat. He's been doing a lot. He needs to take a little rest, I think. He's been flying around doing the Sexy Liberals, doing the Nerd Halens, doing the Flappers, doing this show on the internet here almost every day, twice a day on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. A lot of driving, travel. The guy is, hey, I gotta hand it to him for being a really, busy guy on the go, very active, but he's gotta, take a day off every now and then. And then, then Trucker John will come on. Roxanne Armfield's here. Roxanne says, Boston Brian said they wouldn't let him stream. Oh. Yeah, I think sometimes they do have issues with that. If you're just streaming and not saying anything, like you have to be commenting, I think. But if you're just streaming it, then YouTube might shut it down because it's like a copyright violation, kind of like. Grandma M's here. Why no Hal? He's taking time off because he's doing a flapper show tonight down in Burbank, and he needed time to prep for the show and all that stuff. For the 3,000 says 50 likes. Now we're up to 57. I'm behind in the chat though. I'm pretty behind in this here chat. Arizona Sunflowers, I see I'm still excommunicated. You are not excommunicated. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean you're excommunicated? You're on the chat. You're in the chat room and you are commenting. I don't know what you're talking about, being excommunicated. Oh, brother. Let's see. Michael McAndrews, Hal is exhausted and needed to rest. Yeah, he needed to get some rest. For sure. Okay, so everyone's updating us on Hal. Nick Rich, John is about 8 minutes behind. Well, I'm going to scroll down. Maybe I'll get caught up. Because we got a lot of kind of just greetings, which is great. You guys are greeting everyone. So I'm just going to skip on down a little bit. Little bit. Michael McAndrews says, if Dumpy farted, his people would say, what a wonderful smell he puts out. It's just like roses. Denise Wilkins. Hey, Gerald Moran says, did and done. I guess that's the like and subscribe, I guess. Thank you so much, Gerald. I really appreciate it. Thanks for that. Denise Wilkins says, you guys probably touched on the Lauren Boebert primary already, and I missed it. No, actually we didn't, Denise. We didn't. So I just want to say, what the hell is wrong with Colorado? Well, she is in a ruby red district. Although, that is a good question, though, because what about the other Republicans? I guess they weren't sufficiently batshit crazy enough for them? So that is a good question, Denise. Because I thought she was even doing kind of poorly in that district that she moved to. And she managed to win, I think, pretty convincingly. So, yeah, what is wrong with you Coloradans in that district? So now, if you guys can, the major, he talks about that, the Democrat that's running it, isn't he, is he a general or something? Or he's a retired military high-ranking officer. I forget if he was a general or whatever. And is it Ike McCorkle? Guys, help me out here. So what we need to do, if you guys can do it, go to his campaign page and maybe send $3, $1, $3, $5. It doesn't have to be, thousands of dollars or whatever, It doesn't have to be $100, but maybe we can send him $3 or $5 or $10 or whatever, To the, I believe it's McCorkle. I probably should get, that's probably an important fact to know when I'm telling people to go donate. But, look it up. You guys can look it up. Let's see. So Arizona Sunflowers is saying hello to Roxanne. I see you, Arizona. Mr. Spock is here. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. I'm really stoned and my chickens are rebelling. What the fuck? Stop staring at me in the window, chickens. Wow, and when you're stoned, it's probably even weirder. Nick Rich gifted a Trucker John membership. Thank you, Nick. And it went to Mozart. Thank you, Nick. That's really nice of you. Really kind of you. to do that. Thanks for supporting the show. That helps to help. That helps to help. Helps to promote the show. Let's see. I'm just trying to scroll on down a little bit. It says Denise Wilkins says they voted a porn buffer in their county. Wait, they voted a porn buffer in their county. She is a perv pred X, and her son is a burglar. What the fuck? Yeah, right. I mean, she is a. She's just batshit crazy, and they voted her in, man. I mean, at least for the primary, and she's probably gonna win. She'll probably win the general, I guess. But I don't know. Who knows? If we give enough support to the, I think it's Ike McCorkle. Someone could probably check that out for me. Who knows? I haven't seen really that there's. Well, they probably haven't had any like now head-to-head polling now, the Democrat versus the Republican, and it'd be interesting to see what the polling is on that. Although we do have issues with polling too, I guess. Let's see. We got Mish, OG Mish, Washingtonians in the chat. Is the habit in Washington? I think there might be, but I don't know. Fancy says, I got a single char and a delicious strawberry limeade. Yeah, they do have some good limeades there. But yeah, now I feel like going to the habit tonight. Arizona Sunflowers, am I blocked or muted? Obviously you're not, because I can see you, and everyone in the chat can see you. Everyone has been saying hello to you, so I don't even know why you would ask that question. But just so you know, you're not blocked, obviously, or else I would not be seeing you, okay? And I don't even know what muted means, because this is a writing platform. You're not speaking. You're not verbally speaking. You're writing down your things, and we can see your posts. So I have no idea why there's confusion. Why you were so confused about that. But Arizona Sunflowers was born in California in 1953. Nolan Workman, I win, born in Cali in 1946. 1946 in California. Mr. Spock, I have 2 chickens in 2 windows freaking out. Maybe they want some pot too? I don't know. Maybe you're not sharing. They're like, why are you not sharing, man? Denise Wilkins, fun fact. I was born in the town where In-N-Out was first opened, Baldwin Park, California. And I was born on the same street. It is on Francisquito Avenue Park, I guess Baldwin Park, California. And isn't that now that one? It's almost like a museum, right? Then they built a newer one, kind of like across the street. And then the old original one, I don't know if it's a museum or whatever, but I don't. Do they actually still serve food there, or is it sort of like? It's almost like preserved, like they're preserving it, you know. Michael McAndrews, bolt the doors and close the shutters, Mr. Spock. Mazar says, what if Trump and Biden have 2 opposite facts and CNN can fact check? They'd have to. Well, I guess we'll see, how much they call them on this stuff, if things don't jibe. We'll see how they do it. Big Hook says only Joe Scarborough did live fact checking on Trump. Oh, Midas Kevin says Trucker John equal a mall bull. Is that something about mullet? A mall bull? Mish says memberships are mostly memberships are monthly, so you probably just need to renew, or maybe you will receive a gift membership. Yeah, they're monthly. I don't know. Arizona Sunflower says, yeah, and Hal didn't catch that, so he told us watch Boston Brian, and then we'll go over it afterwards. Hey, Alvin Stube is here. Good to see Alvin. Thanks for stopping by the old Truckers Lounge. We're just shooting the shit. Arizona Sunflowers, I don't have the member thingy. Well, like I said, they expire unless you renew. Or if you were gifted one, it will expire unless you want to renew it. That's how it works. Arizona Sunflowers, yet I've been here since April, or when you first started. I subbed right away. It still shows me sub, but not a member. Oh, wait. There's a difference between a subscription and a membership. Subscriptions are free. You can push the subscription button and you're a subscriber, and that's completely 100% free, and it's a great way also to support the show, and I love that you guys subscribe. If you want to go a little bit extra, then you can become a member, and that's something that you have to pay for, and there are different levels. I have the base level. It's $1.99 a month to be a driver, and then there's the next one. I can't remember the names. I've got 3 levels. I think the next one's like $3.99, and then the top level is $19.99. Okay, so if there's a difference between being a subscriber and a member. They're 2 different things. Okay, subscriptions are free, and they don't have to be renewed. You could only lose it as you could unsubscribe, or I guess if I banned you or blocked you for some reason, which I have never done. Okay, I've never done that to you. I think I may have blocked that one dude. What was his name? A long time ago. I can't remember the guy's name, but anyhow, I don't block people very much unless they're just total trolls that are just being, total dipshits. But I did not. I've never blocked you or banned you, Arizona Sunflowers. So, you're a subscriber, and that's different than being a member. Memberships are different. Okay, memberships are completely different. Mozart, TJ's scrolling past my funniest post, shaking my damn head. Maybe I saw them and I just didn't think they were funny. I don't know. Nolan Workman says Hail Mary didn't work for Fredo. Mr. Spock, no laying chickens when they are done or are retired as pets. They do their egg laying duty and get good ending. Okay. Arizona Sunflower says, I've been here a few times when you weren't live and couldn't find you before. I wasn't ignoring you. I never said you were ignoring me. I don't understand what you're talking about. I never said anything about you ignoring me. Mozart, it's insane that Bobo won. Ask says Boebert was born in Altamont Springs, Florida on December 19th, 1986. That's a good fact. A little factoid there. Let's see here. Mish says, I'm feeling younger than I did when I came in here today. I think that sounds like a good thing, I guess, huh? Arizona Sunflowers, I have kids older than Boebert and smarter. I have kids younger than Boebert and smarter. Nolan Workman, I'm 18 until I look in the mirror. I'm 18 until I try to get up out of a chair. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're old. Teresa T. Tack says Arizona Sunflower is good one, laughing out loud, and I agree. And Arizona Sunflowers, because I don't have a star. Yeah, that's the memberships. I think that's when you're a member, right? I don't know. I have nothing to do with it. I have done nothing. Okay? I don't know how much more clear I can be to you. I have done nothing. I've done nothing to your account. I've done nothing as far as banning you or muting you. I've taken nothing away from you, and I'm not going to talk about it again. This is it. I'm done talking about it. Okay? It's ridiculous. You keep bringing it up, and I don't like to have to repeat over and over and over again the same thing. Okay? This is it. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I'm not done with you. I'm glad you're here. I think it's great that you're here. I love that you're in the chat and chatting with everyone and having conversations. But as far as this issue about you being muted and blocked or whatever, I'm done. I can't make it any more clear that I've done nothing to you about that. All right? Hey, there's Tim Farrell says, John, if we visit Vegas, can you be our Uber? Well, you know what? Aaron West was here last year, and just through the luck of the draw, I guess, she ordered an Uber, and I was an Uber driver. But we didn't plan that or anything. That was just total coincidence. So I don't know I really don't know if you could like request a driver, you know, or whatever. Because when I'm out driving, how would you get a hold of me? Like if you try to text me or something, or, you know, it's like, I think it's just all, it would just be coincidence. I think. But yeah, if you're in town, let me know. You never know. You just never know. Hey, Tamara Price is here. Says, hey, Truck John. Hey, everybody. Well, hey, back at you. Tamara, good to see you. Hope that you make sure you hit that like and subscribe and share button for us. And welcome to the Driver's Lounge. Nick Rich has gifted another. Was that another one, Nick? Didn't you just do one? Well, Nick, you're just going crazy on those gifts, gifting those memberships. But I appreciate it. And it looks like Donald Schilling got it. See, it's all random. It's like a random thing. And Donald Schilling, congratulations, Donald Schilling. You are now the proud holder of a Trucker John membership. It was gifted to you. Just to explain how it works, that's been gifted to you. You get a free one for a month. After a month, if you want to renew it, then you renew it. You have to, you pay for the membership. If you don't, you just let it go, and then it goes away. That's how it works. All right? All right. That's how it works. Suzanne Forsepi is here. Says, I have to move in 3 weeks. Bah humbug. Well, I hope that move goes well for you. I know moving's a drag. I don't really like moving either. And the older I get, the less I like it, because it's just kind of hard on your body or whatever, you know what I mean? Big Hook, Denise Roxanne is always on the run from the police after running a red light. Okay. Nolan Workman, Glenn Close, I will not be ignored. Kimchi, I take 10 minutes to get everything down before the storm, and you kids are fighting. Don't make me come down there. So there's Arizona Sunflowers with a $4.99 super sticker chat thing. Thank you, Arizona Sunflowers. appreciate greatly contributing to the show, helping the show survive and get better and keep going. I do. Thank you very much. Roxanne says, that's quite all right. Denise Wilkins, hello there. I've been trying to eat dinner while watching Trucker John. So, thanks for watching while eating. Let's see. Mr. Fox says, fixing the truck mechanic is $85 an hour, so I've heard. I haven't been told yet, laughing out loud. $85 an hour, I think that might be cheap compared to, I think I've seen it for like $150 an hour now. A lot of these mechanics. So MJ Daniel says the DIM running against MTG. Okay, so that's MTG is a very qualified Army vet, shows what people in the district are really like. So, but I thought, okay, so that's MTG. The one against Boebert, I think, was another, military guy, former military guy, too. Tim Farrell says, I have earthworms in my garden smarter than Boebert. Arizona Sunflowers, I have some younger, too. The smarter, like yours, John. I understand now. Okay, just sent you some. Well, Arizona, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. And I hope we get everything cleared up. I hope I cleared it up of how it works. And I hope the other people in the chat cleared up of how these things work. Well, like I said, I'm behind in the chat because it takes time to read these things, and that's why I skip around a little bit. And then Mozart gets upset because I didn't read his funny ones. I can't win with you guys, man. I can't win. There's no winning. But anyhow, like Robert Perez says, Beavis and Butthead are related to Lauren Boebert because they don't know who their daddies are either. There, I read that one. Michael McAndrews, 1 hour later, John will catch up to his chat. Well, what do you guys want me to do? I could read every single chat and I would be 2 hours behind. But if I skip some, then people are like, you're ignoring me. So I can't win either way. There's no winning with this. Mozart, TJ, consider the lag between you and chat. You may read a comment post, then chatter will respond in real time, but you won't read that post for another 2 to 5 minutes. What did I just say? I could read every single chat and I'll be 2 hours behind. If I skip a chat and someone chats, then I'm a bad guy because I ignored you. So don't sweat it, guys. If I read it, I read it. If I don't read it, I don't read it. If I don't read it, it just means I didn't see it, or I can't read every single chat. Like I said, or this will be a 12-hour show. Don't take it so personal. If I don't read your post, it's nothing personal. It's just we can't spend hours and hours and hours of me reading every single post, every single It just doesn't work that way. It's nothing personal. Don't take it so personal. Arizona Sunflower, I know I'm not the best at all this stuff either. And I was just trying to look at finding the memberships. I thought I had it on here too, somewhere. I thought I had a link to it. And don't know, I thought there was a link right on the page here about channel memberships. But I'm not seeing it now either. So, but I'm on these old devices. I don't know if different platforms kind of show things differently. But I don't know. I've seen it before where there'll be a link. It'll say for memberships, but now I don't see it. So see, there is a membership tab. And it's got the badges. Oh, you know what? I should, because I'm on the Trucker John page. I should switch to one of my other accounts. I'm going to go over to Fowler's Wrath. Okay, I have a page called Fowler's Wrath. That's just a thing I made just for my a game that I play. But see, I don't see it on here either. Maybe it's just on videos and not on live streams, which doesn't make sense, does it? Kind of doesn't make sense. Let me just go. I'm going to look for okay. Here's my Cybertruck sighting. I'm going to click on that, and that has. That doesn't have that either. There's shop. So on here, I can see the little thing to shop for a cap, for a product. It's got this here. Yeah, I'm trying to find where the memberships are. Like to buy a membership. I mean, I guess it's just when you comment, right? I guess it would be like if you added a comment, like I guess it's on the comment tab, huh? Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to that. So when you go over here, oh, this is the wrong one. So yeah, when you go to the comments, oh yeah. Okay. So. Well, there's super chat. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it either. Arizona Sunflower. I see the super chats and the super stickers. I don't know. I don't know where it's at. There's share, clip, report, save. There's clip. I don't see where do you buy a membership? And I haven't been looking at the chat for all this time. And so you guys are probably yelling at me saying, you know, how to do it. And I'm totally ignoring you guys. But yeah, I don't see it either, Arizona Sunflower. Yeah, it's got super stickers, super chat. All right, so let me back up in the chat now, I guess, because I haven't been looking at it. How far will it let me go? It only gonna let me go so far. Because once I leave and come back, so now the top one I'm at is Kimchi, says 89 degrees in Nova and doing rain dance just to be sure. So how long ago was that? That's where I'm at in the chat. How long ago did Kimchi post that? Just so we know how far where I'm at, I guess. Michael McGadger says there should be a subscribe button. Well, there's a subscribe button. Where is it? I don't even see it on here either. Where's my subscribe button? I don't see a subscribe button. I guess I didn't think about it before. I see a like button. There's share, report, clip, and save. If you hit the more button, but of course this is my own, I'm back on my own page again, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. And I'm on an old iPad too, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Bonnie Thompson, I'm fine with being overlooked. Well, guys, I'm glad you guys are here. And I don't know what's going on. So hopefully your devices, whatever you're watching it on, hopefully you can see a subscribe button. Hopefully you can see a share button and a like button. And hopefully you can see, if you want, a membership button. I don't even know what we're seeing. I think everyone's devices are different, maybe. I don't know. Mish says, how's the weather? You're part of the Great White North, Big Hook. Kim Shee's got the emojis going there. Arizona, nope, just what I said. Share, report, clip, save. That's all I'm seeing too. There should be a subscribe button because I have 1,800 subscribers, you know. So I know that there's a subscribe button somewhere. I don't see it, though. I mean, that's because that's my page, you know, so I guess I have to go back to the Fowler's Wrath one to see. Let me see what it looks like. There's also a feed on the dashboard. I have a feed on the dashboard. Let me go to feed on the dashboard. So if I go to feed on the dashboard and I go to my live stream, it just says share, report, clip, save. I don't see anything here about subscribing or anything. If you push the more button, it just goes to likes, views, and then it says the date. It has videos, about, and a Facebook link. And then it goes to this description, which is basically the show times and stuff that I do. And there's a Facebook link, and then there's just the URL or whatever for the channel. It's weird. Arizona Sunflowers, it's weird. Like, how do you sub? I don't see it on here. Teresa Tech gifted us a membership. Thank you so much, Teresa. Says you could be the lucky recipient of a Trucker John membership. Because now I'm on the other channel. Allow gifts. Oh, you have to allow gifts? Allow gifts. You could receive. So there is a thing here that says you have to allow gifts. But that doesn't have anything to do with subscribing and whatnot. I don't know why it's not showing it. I am a bit perplexed here. And now I'm totally messed up where I haven't been watching the thing. Arizona Sunflower says, I even went out and rejoined. Mago McAndrew says, I have the See Perks button and the subscribe button. See, I think it depends on your device, maybe. Because maybe on my device, I don't see a Perks button or a subscribe button. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't see it. I'm just wondering if I were to go on my iPhone, but I don't want to go off the stream here and everything, so. Well, anyhow, Arizona Sunflower, just so you know, I was not ignoring you or anything like that. I just don't know what's going on with, like, you can't see these links. I can't see, I don't see the links to do those things. There's various things that we talk about doing. I don't know why it's not on there. Because I don't see it on my iPad. I don't see a subscribe button. I don't see a way to buy a membership. If I hit this little money thing over here, it has super stickers and super chats. But I don't see anything else. So I don't know what's going on. Like I told you, I don't know everything either. And whatever it is, if you're not seeing stuff, it might be your device. Maybe it's not updated or something. Or I'm pretty sure though I have everything set right. As far as getting those things on the page. As far as I don't think I'm blocking anything. It's like I'm not blocking subscriptions or memberships or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on, because I know we have members. We have I think we got 30 members or 40 members, I think, and we've got 1,870 something subscribers. So the membership button and the subscribe button is on somebody's devices, but for some reason it's not on my device and it's not on Arizona Sunflower's device either. It looks like. I don't know why. I do not know why. Let's see, I'm going to go into YouTube Studio real quick and see what the heck's going on here. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to figure this out later, guys. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. I'm probably gonna have to fire up my old laptop, because the YouTube Studio in the laptop is different than on an iPad. It really is. You can do more on a laptop than you can on an iPad. So let's see here. We've got invite viewers to join your channel. So, but that's, see, it needs to be put on the actual channel. And yeah, see, it has this. Here's the link. Here's the link, but it's not on. I'm not seeing it on this live stream for some reason. Okay, guys, I'll have to figure this out later. I don't know what's going on, because it takes me to the channel. See, it has a link to join for the memberships, but this is in in the studio. They have it's a YouTube Studio, and it's not showing me how to make sure I put it on the page, you know, on the channel page, or when I'm live streaming. Okay, I know this is extremely boring, probably, because sorry guys, I shouldn't get carried away with this. We'll figure it out later. We'll get it all. I'll get it figured out later. All right, sorry, I got down this rabbit hole trying to figure that out. We'll get it figured out. I'll have to figure that out later, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But so anyhow, all right, we'll get it figured out. But it's weird. Like, I didn't notice that, how it wasn't. It's not on there. But you guys, there, you know, for you guys that have bought memberships, and all you subscribers, I mean, how did you see it? You saw it, right? You saw it on there, right? Nick Rich says, the topic tonight, how to become green on the Trucker John channel. Arizona Flowers, the bell. The bell, oh no, I don't see the bell now. But the bell, that's the notification. Well, that's because I'm on my own page, that's right. I'm not going to see it on my own page. But the bell would be, I think, just to get notifications for when the show comes on. It's supposed to send you a notification. But a lot of people complain about that, saying that doesn't work, or that they don't get the notifications. But so I don't know how reliable it is, but that's supposed to be for notifications. So you guys, I've skipped a lot of the chat. I apologize. I'm now just down to the bottom of the chat here. By bottom, I don't mean like bottom of the barrel. I mean, I'm at the end of the scroll. Okay. I don't know if you guys want me to scroll back up. I see Teresa gifted one that we saw that already. But I was spending so much time on that I don't think I can spend time going back. But, you know, Sorry about that. Anyhow, it just kind of shows you that these devices are different. Like it should say on there. It should say there should be a link to the memberships, and there should be a subscription link. You know, and I don't even see it. I don't see it. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Mozart says, day 9 of the stream. Food is running low, and still we have no idea how to sign up for memberships. Hope dwindles daily. That's funny. All right, I spent way too much time on that. I apologize. But I'll get it figured out. I'll work on it. I'm going to work on it. All right, we'll get it figured out. MJ Daniel says, made a bunch of sausage gravy today for biscuits and gravy for breakfast tomorrow. Haven't had that in a while. I think it turned out pretty good. All right. I like me some good sausage gravy for my biscuits. Big Hook, the Big Canuck says, my guess is Assange had to give up his Russian proxies, and Gooseford 2.0, Fancy Bear and Cozy Bear are two different entities in the Russian hacking squads. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how what comes out of that. Because they weren't going to just let him go for nothing. Michael McAndrews says, you are doing fine, John. Maybe try to stay at the end of the scroll so you can keep up. Well, that's the thing. In order to do that, I had to skip. I just now had to skip who knows how many posts to get to the bottom, because I'm at the bottom right now. Tim Farrell says, hi. Nick Rich says, John misses all the best jokes. Mr. Spot, Purple Beard Guy. Maybe it's time. Is it time for Purple Beard Guy? I don't know. I'm not even sure if he's around. Is he around anywhere or not? Yes, I'm here. About dozing off after you did that whole thing with the whatever you were doing. Going on and on about trying to do whatever you were doing. That was boring as shit, guy. I mean, you know me, I'm pretty positive usually. I'm a pretty positive guy, but you bored the fuck out of me just now. And I was about ready to just pack it in for the night. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'm okay, and I hope you guys are okay. And it is what it is. So maybe Trucker John will figure out how to operate a channel someday. I mean, he's only been on YouTube for almost 20 years now, probably 16 years. So you think he would figure it out by now? But hey, I don't mean to be negative. We all have our learning curves, our own learning curves. We all have our own special way of doing things and learning. So far be it from me to put down Trucker John, for being a little slow, as they say. But we're over it. I think we're gonna move on. Slow. You call it slow? I call it like non-moving. The amount of progress Trucker John is making, trying to figure out stuff, is pretty much like his feet are in cement. I think that's what the deal is. Yeah, he's not moving. Yeah. Trucker John is what's the parlance? A moron. I think is what we say. I think that's what we call it in the cookie business. Yeah, you're a moron. So, that whole segment of whatever he was doing, not only did it put me to sleep, but it made me even more of a stale old cookie. And I didn't think that was possible. But there you go. Thank you, Trucker John. That's about 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. Sorry. Boy. Both Purple Beard Guy and Tough Cookie, both. I mean, usually you can get one that's, you know, kind of, you know, but both of them seem to be pissed off. So, all right, I'll try to do better. I'll try to do better, guys. Bonnie Thompson's phone's gonna die. Well, that's not good. Kimchi half baked. Mr. Spock, not the tough cookie. Nick Rich, tough cookie time now. Mish says, I'm not cleaning up tough cookies crumbs this time. Tough crumbs this time. Roxanne, don't blame you, Mish. Mish, was it only 20 minutes? I don't know. That's a good question. Probably longer, huh? Minus Kevin says, Trump calls everybody a Moran, apparently. Mr. Spock says, I made almond butter cookies 2 weeks ago. They were really good. MJ Daniel, that's how the cookie crumbles. Kimchi says, how many voices are in your head at Trucker John? A lot, I suppose. I don't know. Mozart's laughing. Well, okay. So Big Hook says, soon are we going to see sock puppets from Trucker John? You never know. Stay tuned. Just stay tuned, because it might come to that. It just might come to that at some point. I'll tell you what, I'm about ready to go crack open another. I haven't had a beer today, but I'm about ready to crack open a beer. I'm about ready to get rid of this water. Go crack me open a brewski. Andrew Peachy's laughing. Aaron West, hey, there's Aaron West. I was talking about you earlier. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about you, but there's Aaron West. Michael McAdams, Alien Super Show, John? No, I still have not seen it. That is a YouTube show, right? So I should be able to just YouTube search it and find it, right? But I think I've searched it before and I couldn't find it, I think. Let's see here. What's it called? Alien. What's it called? Alien, let me see. Alien Super Show. Alien Super Show. Search. Okay, so there it is. It's got, see, there's the subscribe button that they've got there. Latest from the Alien Super Show from 9 days ago was our latest, apparently. It says fascist felons and flags. Vergogna? I don't even know what that means. I'm already lost. Must be written by an alien. Trump, GOP felon daddy doesn't care about MAGA. Alito flies the freak flag. So that is the latest from the Alien Super Show. I'll go ahead and subscribe to them, and then they'll pop up in my feed, as they say, as they like to say, as they are wont to say. I don't know. Let's see. Aaron West talking about me. Oh boy. I was just mentioning how you were in Vegas, and I just happened, but just by coincidence, to be your Uber driver. Because I think one of the Tims, I think, was asking if they came to Vegas if I could be their Uber driver. And I said, well, one time Aaron was here, and we didn't plan it, but just by coincidence, I was Aaron's Uber driver. That was it. So it wasn't, anything bad or anything. Mr. Spock says, I'm the ventriloquist, Big Hook. I'd freak my kids out when they were young. I'm the ventriloquist too. Hey, look, I could... Wait, how do I do this? Let's see. trying to do a thing here. Like, oh wait. I can do ventriloquism too. Let's look at. I can talk without moving my lips. And look at my hand is talking. Isn't that amazing? I am an amazing ventriloquist. I can do just like a ventriloquist. I'm very good. I can talk without moving my lips. Isn't that amazing? I could do this as an act in Las Vegas. I could be a ventriloquist. Look, I'm not moving my lips. My hand is actually doing the talking right now. I am not talking. My hand is talking. I think I saw my lips a little bit. I guess I need to practice a little bit more. So, but that's it. That's the end of my ventriloquism act for today. Thank you very much for being here, for watching this new ventriloquism. The amazing ventriloquist known as Trucker John. Okay. So, see, I'm ventriloquist. Jeff Torrey says, Barber gives a little girl a cookie so she'd sit still in the chair. He worried hair clipping on it. He asked if she was getting hair on her cookie. She said, sure am, growing titties too. Oh my God. Why did I read that? See, that's why I don't read everybody's post. Roxanne says, I bet you didn't know you had so many comedians in the chat, Trucker. I did not. I did not realize. In fact, I still don't think I do. MJ Daniel says, a YouTube channel for the fantasy series Wheel of Time. Books and TV show use puppets that are made to look like themselves. There you go. Compelling video. Shannon's Tigri is here. Good to see Shannon. Thanks for coming by. It says it's Italian for shame. I don't know what you're talking about. Michael McAndrews, the last few Alien shows back have been awesome, John. All right. It's awesome. Mozart says vergogna means shame in Italian. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Vergonia is how it's pronounced. Alito's wife said it should replace Pride Month. Horrible lady. She is. I agree with that part. Horrible lady. Walter McCarrick says, a wise man once said to me a long time ago, Trucker John, never stop learning, never, ever, ever. I've been learning endlessly for over 60 plus years now. Thank you very much. Aaron says, that was cool when you drove us. Yeah, it was cool. I kind of wish we could have maybe, hung out for a coffee or something maybe. Yeah, I always look back and think, you know what? Would have been cool to hang out a little bit. But, just things don't work out that way all the time. Terry C., remember to breathe. Ed the Sock. Mr. Buck, practice the alphabet gets you practiced. Michael McAndrews, 11 out carry. Michael McAndrews, I've seen better. Fancy, you're pretty good at that, John. Thank you, Fancy. See, all these people put me down, and there's Fancy's got my back, man. Midas Kevin says, I'd like the episode when Zotox was like, okay, beam me out of here, and he was on Rudy's bald nut. That sounds pretty funny. Mish says, I was in the other room, was like, what the fuck? You're drooling. No, I'm not drooling. I'm not drooling. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no drool. Drink some water at the same time. Nick says, it's easier with less teeth. Roxanne says, afraid it needs work. MJ Daniel, dad jokes. Michael McAndrews, laughing out loud. Mish. Mr. Spock, not bad ventriloquist stuff, John. Just need the distraction of a puppet. Jill Moraine says, I want to see the ventriloquist mime. There you go. That would be quite the act to have a ventriloquist mime. That would be actually quite funny, especially if you had one of those, regular ventriloquist dummy, and then they both just sat there. I guess they would just then the guy would go like, I don't know what I don't know what you would do. Nick Rich finally caught up. Makes no clowns. I don't know why people don't like clowns. I never got that. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I guess as a kid, I guess it's a lasting impression. I can see how kids could get scared, like little kids. I'm talking about little kids, like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. I can see how they could get scared maybe of a clown because they don't understand that that's a person in makeup that's doing goofy stuff. So I can kind of get that. I don't really get it when adults become adults and they still are afraid of clowns. I don't get it. It's just a fucking dude in makeup or a person in makeup with a wig on and with big shoes. I don't know why you're scared of a clown. It is not real. Okay, that movie or whatever, that's not real. It's fake. It's fictitious. Why are you still afraid of clowns? It's just a person in makeup and in a costume. It's just, stop with being afraid of clowns. Big Cook, Robin Williams, Pepe. Andrew Petrie sitting in the clowns. Sehaz here. Walter Makarovich. Learn something new every day. What did you learn today? I learned if you don't check the air pressure on your lawnmower, your wife will drive it off the rim. Oof. Yeah, keep the air up on your tires. That's a good one. Nick Rich says, send in the clowns, don't bother, they're here. Don't bother, they're here. David Windler, they scare me now. I don't know why. You're an adult, right? Why would a clown scare you? Big John Wayne Gacy, It from Stephen King. John Wayne Gacy was a serial killer who dressed up as a clown. I think he did birthdays and stuff. I think when he was doing his serial killing, I don't think he was dressed up like a clown. I think he did maybe he did his clown acts as a way to find people or something. But I don't think he was doing the killing in the clown outfit. And even if he was, he's still a man in makeup, and it's not like clowns are monsters or something. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense to me. Midas Kevin says, Pennywise, we all float down here. Yeah, it's just a story. William says, hey, TJ. Hey, William. How you doing? How the hell are you doing, William? How the hell are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in here at the old driver's lounge. Well, we're just kicking back, we're relaxing. I'm trying to figure out why my channel here, it doesn't have a subscribe button and it doesn't have a membership button link. I spent at least a half an hour on that. I don't know. But hey, Andrew Petrie says, Robin Williams bought me a pack of cigarettes. Really? That's an interesting story, I think. Andrew Petrie. Yeah, I think that's interesting. You might want to share that story with us. Carrie C says, try clicking on your picture icon, John. Oh. Carrie C, I'm going to try that. Well, that just takes me to my my channel. But it does have, oops, it does have the store link to go to the store if you want to buy a cap. Who was it about the cap? Tim Farrell? I'm waiting to get some feedback from, I believe it was Tim, one of the Tims, on what he thinks of the cap. And then here's a membership tab. And but at least on mine, because this is my page, I don't see a link to be able to, like, if you want to purchase one. It has the perks. It has learn more about memberships, your privacy, sign up for user experience research. So that was very good advice from Seha. Oh, no, wait. No, Carrie C. Sorry about that. From Carrie C. Was it Carrie C? Yeah. Where am I at? I'm looking at the thing here. Minus Kevin. Good morning, Vietnam. Big Hook. Anyone remember Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey? Yeah, I do. I remember that. Carrie C. Membership. Yeah, so those tabs are on there. If you hit the picture. I don't know if Arizona Sunflowers is still here. I may have put her to sleep because of what I was doing. There she is. Arizona Sunflower says, "I don't have a cookie head, but I'm sad too." Okay, well, don't be sad. But so Arizona Sunflowers, if you push on the little picture icon where it says Trucker John, and then that will take you to the page, and then you can see there's a membership tab, and there's a store tab, a community tab, playlist, live, shorts, video, home. Maybe that will solve that problem. I don't know. Anyhow, I keep going back to that. I need to just get off that. Surrender Monkey says, at Trucker John, you can't see a subscribe button if you are subscribed, and there will not be a join button if you are a member. So once you do those things, I guess it disappears. Carrie C says, actually, Tamara suggested it first. Oh. Well, that's what happens when I skip down. And if I don't skip down, then you guys complain because I'm an hour behind. Like I said, it just goes on and on and on. Roxanne says, 50 Nick Richard, have a good evening. Oh, is Nick leaving? Leaving us? Well, let's see. It has been a couple hours, so we'll probably be signing off here pretty soon. Oh, it says Nick Rich 802 here. Got to pull out the truck stuff, folks. Catch you all later. Okay, Nick, I don't know if you're still here or not, but thank you so much, Nick, for being here. Always do appreciate you hanging out with us. And we'll see you on the next one. Big Hook says, yes, Seha saw them in Washington, D.C. Who did Seha see? I don't know. I missed whoever you saw. Oh, the Barnum Bailey Circus. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's see. Seha says, that's right, Trucker John. My advice might be good, might be bad. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Andrew Petrie says, Robin was a gym. He talked to my friend's daughter that was 14. She was 14 and had terminal brain cancer. He barked like a sea lion to her. Rest in peace, Celeste. Oh, man. Arizona Sunflower says, sock puppets. Yeah, I have to flavor my water or I can't drink enough. Oh, I love water. I love plain water. I don't have to flavor mine. I don't know why people have a problem with water either. I like just good old, this is like spring water, Alpine spring water, Crystal Geyser. I think it's the best water that you can buy, and I don't need flavoring. See, it's nice and cool, refreshing. It quenches my thirst quenches my dry throat. I love it. I don't know. I don't know why people need to put flavoring in the water. It's just water. Let's see, Serena Monkey. You conveniently miss all of my tips by looking at other advice. Well, I'm so sorry, Serena Monkey. I'm so sorry about that. Maybe you should repeat it. I don't know. Say says that's right, Sugar John. Oh wait, I already read that one. Serena Monkey says the join button is found at your front page, and you have to leave chat to find the menus. It's next to your channel name. Join. I know I'm not going to go back into that, but thank you for that. Thank you for that, Serena Monkey. Thank you. Arizona Sunflowers says Alien Super Show. Never heard of it. Well, check it out. It looks interesting. I went ahead and subscribed to it just a few minutes ago. Apparently, some people in the chat here love it. So I'm going to check it out. It looks interesting. Sale says, fresh out of the local tap. Roxanne Arfield says, so sorry, Andrew Petrie, dear. And Michael McAndrews says, check it out, Arizona. It's good and fun. MJ Daniel says, some guys do have trouble finding the button. That's a double entendre. That's double entendre time. From MJ Daniel. Michael McAndrews was laughing. MJ made Michael McAndrews laugh. And Aaron also. And myself. I laughed a little bit. We're all laughing at that one, MJ. That was a good one. That was a good one. Roxanne Arthur says, I run my drinking water through Brita, otherwise it tastes like chlorine. Now, I don't drink tap water per se. But yeah, I was talking, Roxanne, remember I think the last show, I was saying I need to go get one of those Brita filters, because we used to have them all the time. And then I haven't had one for a long time, because I was in a truck for so long. And I was just basically living in my truck most of the time for the last probably, before I got these last two apartments here in Vegas. Before that, I was pretty much living in my truck for like 10 years, basically. Even though I had a home, and I would come home for like 2 days and then be on the road for 6 or 7 weeks or something. So I pretty much was living in my truck. So I just got in the habit of always buying bottled water. There it is. And so now that I'm back living a more normal life in an apartment, I should probably go and buy me a Brita. I like the Brita. Those seem to work nice. I guess there's other brands too, but it seems like we always bought Brita. I should go and get me a nice pitcher, the Brita pitcher, and with the filtering and all that. Because otherwise I won't really drink tap water unless I'm really, really super, super duperly thirsty. And there's no bottled water around. But yeah, I like those Brita systems. Michael McAndrews says, it's good for you to drink plain water that isn't a mix of something. I think so. I think just plain water is the best for you. People might, I guess for some reason, I don't really understand how you don't like you have to add something to the water. I don't really get that. It's just water. I mean, I can understand if it's tap water, I guess, and you're not using a filtering system or whatever. Then I guess I could understand that. But if you're drinking bottled water, because I know some people that they put the stuff, they get those little flavoring packets or whatever, and they put it in their water bottle, and I don't really get that. MJ Daniel says, just ask Colonel Angus. I'm sure he will know. I guess that was another one. Andrew Petrie says, Roxanne Armfield, it's so unfair when there's so many assholes still walking around. And Gerald Moraine says, pre-debate anxiety, everybody have a laugh at me. And Andrew Petrie, some bottled water does not freeze. Yeah, someone said that. It might have been you, Andrew, on the last show. They said, was it, I forget what brand it was. I think you mentioned a brand and saying that it doesn't freeze. Big Hook, is Liberal Dan on later? I believe so. It's almost 5:30, so at 5:30, here's what I usually do. I watch the Major, right? Ojeda, I mean. Why did I say Ojeda? Major Ojeda at 5:30 to 6, and that works perfectly because then at 6 is Liberal Dan. I believe he's on tonight. I mean, that's his regular night, Mondays and Wednesdays. So then Liberal Dan will be coming on. So I'll be sure to sign off before the Major comes on, so then we can all head on over and watch the Major, and then after that we'll watch Liberal Dan. Liberal Dan. I need to enunciate better. Liberal Dan. But I believe so. Erin could tell us. Erin's here. She could tell us for sure. Liberal Dan's coming on. Hubbard Greeter says, just plain water I drink, which is fine. Mr. Spock says, I get 18... Is that liter jugs? I don't know. Jugs is water, cost $3 for drinking, rainwater, and a cistern handle everything else. MJ Daniel, that was from SNL skit, Christopher Walken. Arizona Sunflowers, no, I just add flavoring, nothing else. I'm kind of boring. I just drink my water, plain good old, plain old water. Swinner Monkey says, custard and or beer is the only water I trust. Custard? Like the kind of like pudding stuff? That's not a liquid, is it? Big Hook, thanks Aaron. Jolie is absent today. Yeah, Jolie's probably got a lot of stuff going on. Carrie C says plain water here too, just needs to be cold. Yeah, I do prefer it cold. And this was right out of the fridge before the show started, so it's still pretty cool. Yeah, I'd say good enough. Aaron West, Liberal Dan is on later. Yeah, so he'll be on in about 44 minutes, I would say. Hugo Greeter says, yes, definitely cold. Carrie C, I agree. Surrender Monkey says, custard is wet last time I checked. It's not a liquid, and water is a liquid. Custard, I don't even think it's wet. It's more like a solid, or at least like a pudding. I guess if you poured water on it, it would be wet, but I don't know. Maybe they do things differently over there in England, I think. I'm coming to that conclusion that England does things differently than America. Arizona Sunflowers says, I drink cold water when I'm thirsty, but it's not enough in the heat. I just don't feel like drinking plain water, even cold. Some will add some probiotic stuff with berry flavor, no sugar. And that's fine. If you're adding stuff to your water, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But I'm just saying, like, there are some people that just hate. I think my son is one of those people who just hate the taste of just plain water. And it's just too plain for them. And they have to always add something to it. And I'm just like, then go get a Coke or something, if that's the deal. Which is horrible parenting on my part. I'm sure. Telling my son to go get a Coke instead of drinking water. But I'm like, you know, you don't need to add stuff. Just drink your water, you know. But anyhow. Michael McAndrews, I never make typos. Big Hook. SCOTUS is bullshit. They kicked the can down the road on many issues, and Kavanaugh okayed bribes as gratuities. Yeah, I was listening to that on, was that Randy Rhoads or was it Nicole Sandler? And it was ridiculous. It's almost laughable. It would be laughable if it wasn't so serious about how they just come up with like, that's not a bribe, that's a tip. It's like, come on. Don't be so fucking ridiculous. Serena Monkey says, custard is a fucking liquid. Its viscosity is that more of... No, like I said, maybe in England, but over here custard is like a pudding. It's not water. It's not liquid. I don't know what you guys are doing over there in England, man. But our custard is not water and it's not liquid. Midas Kevin Anderson says, wouldn't that be cool if they had Midas water? If they had Midas water, the taste would be mighty. Okay. Arizona Sunflower says, I can tell by your last post, Mr. Spock. Have you read it? Roxanne says, Mish, I forgot until 15 minutes in, darn it. Michael McAndrews, I thought custard was like a pudding. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Andrew Petrie says, I stick to beer produced with spring water. Okay. Mr. Spock says, must be doob time. Hee hee. And Gino Maynard is here. Hey, Gino. Good to see Gino. Says, Mr. Spock, smoke harder. Green alert. Mish says, there's no screen for me until later, Roxanne. Serena Monkey says, you can drink pudding. You people are not trying hard enough. Hey man, whatever floats your boat. If you like to drink pudding, then who am I? Who am I to say any different? That's what I ask. Who am I? Who am I? Arizona Sunflower says, I saw Lucy and Ethel in person when I was little. I think I need more water. Mr. Spock, bringing up the Boebets again. We talked about that on the last show. So I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to skip over that one. Mish says, Dumpy says water isn't wet. Yeah, he says a lot of stuff, doesn't he? Kerry C says, if you can drink custard, there's something wrong with your custard. Hey, look, it's an English thing apparently, so I'm not going there. Arizona Sunflower says, no, it's thick and yummy at Michael. Okay. Mish says, it's not that I forget laughing out loud, but reminder, Roxanne, Ojeda is on at 9 minutes. Right. Like I said, I'm going to end the show so we can we're all going to migrate over to Ojeda, and then after that, Liberal Dan. And then after that, probably the Dude show. But I'm going to be driving actually tonight, so at some point I'll be out doing some Ubering here in Las Vegas. Arizona Sunflowers, how can I be a member here? Okay, so Arizona Sunflowers, we just went over the whole thing. I think you push the picture icon button, and that should take. I think that's supposed to take you to it, but I'm not sure because I'm just as lost as you are apparently. Aaron West says, do y'all drink custard like milkshakes? I do not. And I don't even like custard, by the way. So I just know what it looks like. And I have had it before, and I do not like custard. I think it's actually kind of gross. Arizona says, no, I was looking all over. Okay, I don't know. I'll try to figure it out, and maybe on the next show I can give you a better answer. Maybe someone else can. I don't see it either, but I mean, I know when I push the picture icon, it takes me to my page, and then there is a community tab. So I don't know. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful to you, Arizona Sunflowers. You know, I'm just sorry, but we'll try to figure it out. We will get this figured out. By hook or by crook, we'll get it. We're gonna get it figured out. All right. Surrender Monkey says, yes, I think you may believe custard is a custard. I don't recommend you drink from the custard well. Yeah, I don't know. Now here's Surrender Monkey. It says, look at John's front page. The join button is next to the channel name. Jesus, now I'm glad you don't like custard. And the reason it doesn't show up for me is because it's me. And my other pages are already subscribed. They're not members, though. But anyhow, Roxanne says it depends on what device someone is using. And I do think that the devices have a lot to do with it, too. Because it just seems that each device has its own little setup. You know, so I think that is a true statement also. But I'm sorry, Arizona, that Sunflowers, that we're having problems with that. I appreciate you being here. I really, really, really superly duperly do. I do. And I'm sorry I can't help you better with it. Because now I'm back on my Fowler's Wrath page. I pushed the picture. It took me to the channel. I do see it says that I'm subscribed, so there's a subscribe button there. There's another one that says visit the store that has my hat in it. I don't see anything for memberships, but there's nothing for memberships on this device. If I go to community, then that's just my community things that I've dropped. And there's store, and it has the cap. Okay, here I'm doing this again. I'm doing it again, aren't I? So anyhow, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Arizona Sunflowers, that I'm not able to help you better with this. But at some point, we'll get it figured out. In the meantime, I hope that you'll just keep watching me and putting up with it, and hopefully, we'll get it figured out at some point. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. The major's coming on in 3 minutes. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I think we started off pretty good, and then the show kind of went downhill, and with me going off on these tangents and trying to find the stuff, and I know I kind of sank the show here a little bit. And I apologize for that. Hopefully we'll be better tomorrow morning. Thursday morning. That's my regular time. So we'll be back on tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, okay? So here's what I suggest. We all just sort of take a shower and just wash this one off of us. All right? Let's just, take a shower and just get this show off of us, the stink of this show that I just did. I did this stinky show. And by tomorrow morning, we'll be all refreshed. We'll have a good night's sleep, and we'll come back here at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll have a really good show tomorrow. All right, we'll be much better tomorrow. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the likes, the subscribes, the shares. We got some super chats. You guys were awesome. Fancy, thank you so much for gifting. 56 Nick's Rich gifted a couple of memberships. Arizona Sunflower, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $4.99. You're awesome. Teresa gifted one. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Keeping the show going and growing. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'll probably see you in one of these chat rooms too, and try to say hi to everybody. But that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do the thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do it live. Let's do it live.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hostile of Easter, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, this time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is
could handle the skin. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kick. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We gonna come back.